Welcome back to Star Trek Online, everybody. I'm your host, the Housecoat Gamer. Today we are taking a look at the Vesta-Class. Or rather, the Vesta subtypes. The Vesta herself, the Aventine, the Raidmaker, and the very ugly Tier 6 counterparts. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that deflector. That little bulge right there, coming out of where the actual deflector is, it's a tumor to me. More tumor, and an attempt at making an AWACS. Well, it excised the tumor, but it's still ugly as sin. I'm sure people actually think this looks pretty, but this is pretty. The Vesta-Class. The Baby Sovereigns. The first ships ever featured were, well, one of the first was the USS Aventine, commanded by Ezri Dax, in her own little novel series, which most people have disavowed due to, well, the fact that it's utter garbage. The only reason I would even consider looking at those novels was just to read up on the Aventine and the Vestas in general. I'm not a fan of the Aventine class skin. And the Raidmaker, I mean, seriously, look at that. Look at that force field over the shuttle bay. That is unnecessary. What's wrong with a good pair of hangar bay doors? Anyway, the Vesta is one of those unique science ships that has the ability to mount cannons. It has auxiliary-powered cannons, too. The problem is, it's a science ship. It relies more on space magic than it does actual firepower. It only has 6 weapon slots. Were it up to me, I'd label this ship as a cruiser. A medium-weight cruiser, no less. It's a baby sovereign. And it shows. I mean, just look at the bloody thing. It's smaller than the Sovereign. Sorry. And has the general look. It also has the ability to, well, it's got a hangar bay, so it can launch a flight of runabouts to make your life hell. Or at least your enemy's life hell. Anywho, would I get this ship? Obviously, I already have it, but for you, it's depending. Are you a science driver? And do you like screwing things over with immense powers? Because this thing has the ability to use a quantum focusing phaser beam of doom. Well, all the abilities come from consoles, at least. The Tier 5 versions have the ability to give you a quantum field focuser, an analysis module that basically makes you gravity well proof. It's also the first ship to use quantum slipstream, so makes you a lot faster. And turns better if you have the original Tier 5 set. The Tier 6 set is a lot different. One console has to come from a Lucari ship, and the rest come from the Tier 6 versions. I'm sorry if this isn't a comprehensive review, but this is abridged. Really, the only way to see if you like this ship is to fly it. Housecoat Gaming, signing off.